Welcome to Midnight Signal AI. It's March 11th, 2026, and we're back with the most important AI news from the last 24 hours. I'm Alex.
And I'm Jamie. Today, Atlassian pivots to AI with big layoffs. Nvidia goes all in on open models. A reporter loses their job over fake AI quotes. And Meta patents a way to keep you posting after you're gone. Plus, a wave of new open-source agent tools and more.
Let's start with our top story from Reuters. Atlassian is laying off about 1,600 employees, around 8% of its workforce, as it pivots its business toward AI. The company says it's focusing on high-impact AI projects and streamlining teams to move faster.
That's a major move. Atlassian is best known for tools like Jira and Confluence, so its decision to cut so many jobs in the name of AI shows how much pressure even established enterprise software companies feel. Layoffs on this scale signal that the AI transition isn't just hype, it's reshaping how companies are structured.
Exactly. It's not the first big tech layoff wave, but Atlassian's direct link to AI is notable. They're betting that automation and AI-driven features will be the battleground for future enterprise software. The question is whether those displaced workers can find new roles in the AI economy, or if this widens the skills gap.
It also raises the stakes for other SaaS players. If Atlassian's AI pivot pays off, expect rivals to follow suit. If not, we might see a lot of scrambling and regret. Either way, nobody in the enterprise world can ignore AI anymore.
Switching gears, Nvidia dominated AI headlines again today. Wired reports that Nvidia plans to spend a staggering $26 billion to build open-weight AI models and infrastructure. The idea is to make high-quality, open-access models available to developers and enterprises, rather than locking everything behind proprietary APIs.
That's a massive investment. Nvidia's not just selling chips anymore. It's now competing directly in the open-source model space. Open weights could let companies deploy powerful AI on their own hardware. Great for privacy and cost, but also a big shift in how AI is commercialized. Nvidia clearly wants to own every layer of the stack.
And just to reinforce that point, Nvidia also quietly announced nemoclaw, a new open-source platform for building and deploying AI agents. According to the nemoclaw website, it aims to standardize how agentic AI systems interact with both software and the physical world.
The timing makes sense. We're seeing a surge in agentic frameworks, tools to make AI agents more robust, capable, and safe. Nvidia's entry could force open-source standards and interoperability. If they succeed, it could make building useful, reliable AI agents much easier for everyone.
On the topic of agentic tools, there's a flurry of new projects on GitHub. First, the Taalas AI SDK provider, highlighted on Hacker News, lets developers integrate multiple AI models and providers via a single SDK. It's about making AI integrations less painful and more modular.
That's good news for devs juggling APIs from OpenAI, Anthropic, and others. A unified SDK can save a lot of headaches, especially as more models come online. The ecosystem is moving from one-size-fits-all to composable, interoperable pieces.
Another new tool, Codix, focuses on code indexing and refactoring, specifically for AI agents that need to work with large codebases. It's not just about search, but enabling agents to understand, refactor, and even document code in context.
If Codix delivers, it could be a game changer for code maintenance and legacy systems. AI agents that actually grok your codebase? That's the dream, but also a huge challenge. We'll be watching for real-world results.
And for anyone worried about AI hallucinating UI code, there's a ShowHN project, a Markdown DSL designed to prevent AI agents from generating invalid or nonsensical user interfaces. It forces agents to stick to a defined schema.
That's clever. Hallucinated UI code is a nightmare in production. Constraining the agent's output with a strict DSL is a smart way to keep things predictable, at least until models get better at understanding interface logic.
Let's talk media. From TechDirt, Ars Technica fired a reporter after they accidentally published fake AI-generated quotes. The quotes, which were not flagged as AI-generated, made it into a published article before being caught.
That's a cautionary tale. As journalists use AI to speed up research and drafting, the risk of fabricated sources or quotes grows. It's a reminder that editorial oversight and transparency about AI involvement are more important than ever.
And a related story from Pluralistic. AI-generated journalists are increasingly prevalent, but critics argue this shows media owners care more about cost-cutting than quality.
Replacing human writers with AI risks undermining trust and accountability in newsrooms.
It's a real dilemma. AI can churn out content at scale, but nuance, context, and fact-checking are still huge weaknesses. If readers catch on that articles are AI-written, credibility could suffer, unless media orgs get serious about transparency and standards.
Now for something a bit uncanny. According to Business Insider, Meta has patented an AI system that lets users post from beyond the grave. The idea is to use LLMs to generate content for deceased or paused accounts, keeping digital personas active indefinitely.
That's wild, and honestly, a little disturbing. The ethics of post-human AI are murky at best. There's potential for comfort, but also for manipulation or misuse. How will platforms handle consent or stop impersonation? We're heading for some big legal and cultural debates.
Next up, Wired and Al Jazeera both have stories on the geopolitical use of AI. Al Jazeera asks how the US is deploying Anthropic's Claude AI in Iran. Details are scarce, but it shows how advanced models are now part of the foreign policy toolkit, from information ops to monitoring public sentiment.
It's a reminder that AI isn't just a business or consumer story anymore. There are real-world consequences for how these tools are used by governments, especially in sensitive contexts like Iran. Transparency and oversight will be crucial to avoid abuse.
On a lighter note, a new preprint on arXiv finds that humans can learn to spot AI-generated text, or at least recognize when they can't tell the difference. The results suggest training and awareness can help people adapt to an AI-saturated media landscape.
That's encouraging. As generated content becomes ubiquitous, teaching people to interrogate what they read is key. But even experts can't always tell. It's a sign that provenance and traceability tools will matter more than ever.
A couple quick hits to round out the show. First, former YC Continuity head Avra Capital is raising $250 million for a new fund, focusing on AI startups. The gold rush for AI investment is far from over.
And in developer news, the Hermes Agent project from News Research promises a self-improving AI agent framework. The goal? Agents that can learn from their own mistakes and adapt over time. Open source, of course.
That's a wrap for today. From layoffs to moonshot investments, from agentic tools to uncanny afterlife patents, AI is reshaping how we work, communicate, and even remember the dead. We'll keep tracking every twist and turn.
If you want links to everything we discussed, check the episode description. And as always, let us know what stories you want us to cover next.
That's the brief. We'll be back when the machines have more to say.